Jason, just to sort of kind of wrap up, this is a question we're asking everyone in this series, and we've touched on it a little bit, but I know this is something that you particularly have a lot of expertise in. What is the role of technology in supporting employee experience?
David, technology is the fuel that allows employee experience to scale. Because there's nothing that we're doing in the world of employee experience that if I'm your HR person, David, I'm the HR person for 10 people, I can provide a good employee experience because guess what? I know everything about you.
Yeah.
10 people. I know everything about you. I know what you like. I know what kind of ice cream you like. I know, what time you have to pick up your kids. Like, I can provide a really good employee experience because I know you. That word that I want to throw in is scale.
Yeah.
Once you get to scale, then all of a sudden that can't happen. Like, we can't have a 1-to-10 ratio of someone that makes me feel like they care about me. I mean, my manager should be doing this, but my manager also has a gazillion other things to do. Okay, so when as I start blowing up that scale balloon, I have to realize that technology is the only thing that's going to drive consistency. Otherwise, if you ask me a question, you're going to get one answer. If you ask Ian a question, you're going to get another answer. And then all of a sudden, what? There's that T word again. I don't trust it. So, like, technology and data are the only things that allow us to scale experience. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is that with all of the data I have, technology allows me to personalize in a way that the human brain just can't do. I mean, David, you and I spent a day in Dubai together. I should remember everything about our conversation in Dubai, but I was probably half sleeping and I don't remember it all. But guess what? As a machine, I would remember that and be able to say, hey, remember when we were in Dubai, we talked about this, this, and this. And guess what? You'd say, wow, that person really knows me.
Yeah.
That system really knows me. And there's that F word again that makes me feel good, right? So to me, the technology is the fuel. The problem with technology is that people just think they can buy the technology and forget all of the other design stuff. Like, we just need something out of the box that's going to create a great employee experience. And that's where organizations go wrong. They get the wrong expectation. They start down the wrong path. They still go live with a minimum viable product. No one wants a minimum viable product. Oh, I'm going to provide you a minimum viable experience. How does that sound?
Not particularly good.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So, how do I switch from minimum viable to minimum lovable? If someone says, I'm going to provide you a minimum lovable experience, you're like, oh, cool. That's awesome. But minimum viable experience? Oh, thank you so much for providing me a minimum viable experience. There's just a lot of things that go wrong with technology if we don't actually start with the real purpose of what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah, and I think it's so important, isn't it? That start with purpose. What are we trying to achieve, and what's the role of technology and data to get us where we need to get to, and tell us that we've got there?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then make sure that we once again listen.
Yeah.
The way we measure our success is by listening, not by saying we went live, but by listening to what people and how they're feeling. So I can then say, hey, I made those micro moments. Now I'm moving up on Maslow's hierarchy.
In this series, we will be speaking to a range of senior leaders who are pushing a data-driven and digital HR agenda. Make sure that you subscribe via your podcast app of choice and also via our YouTube channel for free and regular interviews with the digital HR leaders of the future.